Sri Sharda Devi and her Divine Play, Chapter 3, page 46. Once, a religious play was being performed in a neighboring village. Sharda and the other women of the family wanted to see it, but the master would not permit them. The ladies were hurt. The master consoled them, saying that he would see the play and recount it to them. After seeing the play, he returned home and reenacted the whole show in minute detail. He had a sweet musical voice, a remarkable memory, and a wonderful talent for acting. The ladies forgot their disappointment as they enjoyed his performance. People generally think that a spiritual person is supposed to be austere and serious, but Sharada always saw her husband free and frank, happy and cheerful. She later recalled, I never saw his face sad and sour. He always radiated joy, whether he was absorbed in samadhi or in the company of an older person or with a 5-year-old child. Never did I see him gloomy. He conquered the heart of his young wife with pure love and then poured his spiritual wisdom into it. Sharada later described how the master established divine bliss within her heart. At that time, I always felt as if a jar of bliss full to the brim was set in my heart. It is impossible to describe that divine joy. In the evenings, the master often talked to Sharada and her companions for hours about spiritual matters and his own inner experiences. He also entertained them with stories and jokes. Tired after a whole day of housework, the teenaged Sharada would fall asleep on the floor. Her companions would try to awaken her, saying, You are asleep, you are missing such priceless words. At that, Ramakrishna would say, No, don't wake her up. If she listens to everything I say, she will not stay on this earth. She will unfold her wings and fly away. Later, Sharda recalled her days in Kamarpakur. After my marriage, I stayed mostly in Jairambati. When the master visited Kamarpakur from Dakshineshwar, my mother-in-law would send someone to bring me there. I was then a little girl and I did what they asked me to do. They taught me how to serve my mother-in-law and husband. My mother-in-law loved me deeply. In the evening, many men and women of the village would come to the master to listen to his talks and singing. He would talk about God or tell humorous stories and sometimes entertain them with singing. Sitting in a corner, I would listen and then fall asleep. If someone would try to wake me up, the master would say, Don't call her, let her sleep. Sharada had great love and respect for her husband's family members because they were deeply spiritual. Although she never met her father-in-law Kshudiram or brother-in-law Ramakumar and his wife Sarvajaya, she would later praise them. My father-in-law was a pious and spirited Brahmin. He never received gifts from anyone. He even prohibited his people from accepting any gift brought to his house in his absence. But as regards my mother-in-law, if anyone privately made a gift of food to her, she would accept it, cook it, offer it to Raghuveer, the family deity, and then give it to others as prasad. My father-in-law used to get angry if he happened to find out about it. He possessed burning devotion. The Divine Mother Sheetala would walk with him. He had a habit of picking flowers in the early hours of the morning. One early morning, he went to pick flowers in the garden of the Lahas. Then a girl of 9 or 10 came and addressed him, saying, Father, come to this side. There are many beautiful flowers on this branch. Let me bend the branch down so you can pick the flowers. He asked, Who are you here at this time of the day, my child? She replied, I belong to the Haldar family. He was so deeply spiritual, and that is the reason God was born in his family. God comes down from Vaikunta, the heavenly abode of Vishnu, to where the devotees call him. On the night of Kojagari Purnima, the full moon night in autumn, Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, comes down to the earth from Vaikunta. She visits and accepts the worship of those people on whom she wants to bestow her special grace. Jai Ma.